blown.
He's ready to,
oh man,
ready to cold steal in the break and just say like, "What? Tell me what's going on."
Talk me through it. Why don't you have a seat? Let's work through these issues. Either way, it's a new map. We can forget all about that. We'll come to our own conclusions here on Nuke based off of what we see. Pissed around going live. Chaos versus FPX.
Yeah, here we go. We do have a P250 on Voltage. You like to see it, even on Nuke. It can be very powerful. No dualies been picked up. Thank God for that. Mitch is down in the ramp alone, and inside the bomb site is Dapper and Crashes with John G. Not really that far away either. So they should have a pretty strong defense for this eventual A hit that's going to be coming through John G. See if he's going to be flanking back or if he's pushing through the door. It almost looks like he wanted to, but yeah, he's going to be backing up here. Bomb being planted. No one even going down in the bomb site, and the bomb gets cancelled. That is unbelievably ambitious for Chaos.
Yeah, that's a creative play, which I guess is the best I can say about it at the moment. The smoke to allow him to get out, trying to plant the bomb inside the smoke. I guess the idea is for some kind of an explosion through that smoke to be a distraction while the bomb is planted, but it obviously doesn't work out whatsoever. John G does a great job in that bomb site, getting the one necessary kill, and now surely the rest of Chaos, Vanity and Sick. This is way too much to ask. A 2 versus 5. They've gotten out, they have standing at the vent, but I don't think there's anywhere to go after this.
It's looking very doubtful at the moment.
They're going to get crunched from Mini, crunched from Vent, crunched from Heaven, and one player in the bomb site. There's just way too many angles to cover for just 2 players.
And FPX actually just freezing in place, which is just fine. A little bit of a hunt there for Sick, but it's still not going to be working out here. You
have to admire that, though. That was the only chance they had. He even had the turn just, you know, for Crashies. It's an immediate headshot. He's got a triple kill in the round, and he's going to have a quad kill. Nice headshot on the Vanity as well. Beautiful pistol round from Crashies.
Yeah, and I really like the discipline out of FPX in this one. Not being baited in by any shots going up towards Heaven, just really keeping it cool. And I think that's what they needed. As you said, a creative round from Chaos. Have you noticed how often creative is used as just a, you know, as a substitute for bad?
I don't know. That's not fair. I don't think that was bad. I think it actually is just an idea that didn't really work, because you can see the logic behind it. If they can get that plant down, at least, like, even if Steel dies right after the plant, like, they still have players inside the lobby waiting to punish it. You have players at door who can fight the retake. Yeah, it's in position to be punished from hut over and over.
Okay, so maybe not bad, but I'm just saying.
No, but usually it is. Usually it is a nice analyst way of saying bad.
It's very inspired round. Didn't work out, unfortunately.
It's when you don't want to piss any of the players off. You're like, yeah, creative, imaginative.
It is safe territory. Mitch will have the MP9, and they have all head armor there on the T side. So even though they would only lose the MP9, it's still not a good place for him to be there. Right on top, but PTR saving his life, I'm pretty sure there. And they're going to be able to clean it all up. I think Mitch would have been in so much trouble. But now nothing's really going to happen, I imagine here. 2 versus 4.
Well, if Steel can get this headshot inside the bomb site, it's Crashies who is excellent on the pistol round, and he's the only one here, and he gets an immediate kill onto Steel. Now it's definitely all over. If it wasn't before, it surely is now. Sick, running out with that MAC-10. John G has come to meet up with Crashies, and they combine for the kill. No one else goes down. 4 players survive for the FPX defense.
Yeah, good stuff, even though... Yeah, a little bit close on the ramp, I would say. Good shot from PTR. That was mid-air, a headshot on the guy that was about to jump right on top of the ramp player. 3rd round coming up, and Chaos will still have pistols. They have a single smoke here on Sick. Are they going to try and vent? No. I was going to say they need an HE or something to vent dive, don't they? I don't know what these smokes are about. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe going for the close bomb plant once again. Not even that. Oh, they're setting him up for outside, so I guess we'll find out. I don't know if this is going to work. It seems very unlikely. Last time PTR was at hell, so maybe they're just trying to draw him back so that Mitch is going to be alone. A little bit of a grenade. It goes actually right in front of them, but they still get the kill on Mitch. And I guess maybe we could credit the grenades outside for no one else being there.
Well, that's a nice Molotov to prevent the plant. That's going to buy time, and Dapper can now even just get one more kill, and now the plant gets near impossible. Even if Cam puts it down when the Molotov clears, there's no one to really protect him. It's going to be difficult, but Dapper doesn't press the issue. So plant... Ooh, no, they got off the plant.
Oh, that must have been a mistake, surely. I feel like he was on it for long enough that all he needed was a second longer, really.
Yeah, he might have just gotten off it a little bit quick. So, listen, even if the plant goes down, right, the extra, they're buying in the next round anyway, so FPX might have been fine with just letting them get the extra $800, but still. Curious. 3-0 for FPX, and here come the guns.
That's a few times now where Mitch in that ramp room is essentially getting caught. Last time he got saved by PTR, this time he didn't. I'm gonna say that's something that's worth watching for. It's only been 3 rounds, so we don't really know yet. But if I'm Chaos, I would be noting that in the back of my mind, saying, we've had a couple of rounds where we can actually catch this guy. That's really worth thinking about.
Steel alone outside using the CT smoke against them, allowing him to get a position safely. And he's very close to turning around the corner of Mini. Janji's watching for this along the wall with the AUG. 2 players far back at the silo behind Steel, 2 players in lobby for Chaos as well.
A little bit of an engagement, and taking some damage. I think they were hoping that was going to be the distraction for Steel, probably him calling for it at that point in time, but it didn't really work out. John G will take him down. That's a good defensive kill coming out of him. And now what do they do? They still have a minute on the clock, but they need to find a way to move. They're practically still just now making it into the yard, so yeah, got a lot of map to cover still.
Yeah, that's the problem, is they're going to have a long route to run. They can't just walk the whole way, and there's PTR already downstairs with an AWP at the stairs, in fact, but he misses an easy one. Molotov, they're going to push past that. He's got to be ready. Shoulder peek baits out another shot, and PTR's in a retreating battle, and he's somehow gotten into safety, but he's missing everything. He's going to go down, and he'll be frustrated. It's Mitch now to try and hold on to the lower bomb set, at least try and hold on to control, and it's going to be a good shot. Cam, nade in his hand.
Yeah, we just wasn't expecting it. Somehow got there a little bit quicker. Sick jumping down, and John G's still alive. That is really impressive. Second kill from that position for him. And if he'd gone down, they could have maybe tried to change this around, but that's not going to happen. A missed shot for Vanity. He's got 6 seconds on the clock, and he'll go down to Dapper. Good defense for FPX. Good rotation, and 4-0 in their favor.
Yeah, even despite Peter.
Yeah, that was, I don't know, a bit uncharacteristic. I think he's definitely frustrated, but all of the ideas were good.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the logic. He had clean shots in pretty much every position that he rotated back to, just unfortunately happened to miss them all. Those are usually scenarios. PTR is someone who, like, the opping, when things get hectic and chaotic and he's falling back, I feel like that's when he thrives the most, which is what is so surprising to me, that he missed all the shots. Regardless, FPX do rotate in time. It's a good early warning system, and Chaos had no other option than to just go for that B bomb site.
Playing a dangerous game. Sick with a MAC-10.
Oh
Got
dear.
Way more than he was
yeah, he did not want to
for.
catch that nade. You generally try and avoid those things. A wild game of hot potato.
Hopefully
Hopefully
that's
real
not, never been a thing.
potatoes.
Real potatoes. Yeah, that must have been a a pre-internet kind of a game.
Smoke wall outside, but no one's there to utilize it. They're hoping it causes some kind of a rotation. Unfortunately, Mitch has got a kill and drop down into ramp room, so they don't even need to fight for this. Again, FPX just says, great, take ramp room. We'll contain you from here.
Yeah, and that's how you want Mitch to play some of these positions. It's good to see him do it. Trying to be quick through and maybe catch PTR, but he's going to take down at least one good follow-up, and the backup is there from John G. This is looking increasingly better and better round for round here in favor of FPX. Going to be a 5th round. Vanity looking for a single kill to close that out with, but not going to be able to. So they don't really have a lot of kills at all. They have, what, 6 kills total on the Chaos side?
Yeah, in 5 rounds. Crashies, Janji are tied with that, with the entire team of Chaos at the moment, 6 each. So money's looking good. Janji at 10.5K, Mitch at 63, Crashy at 77. Everything's looking up. So here we go. We got a defense, Anders.
We got a real defense, and it's good to see. I mean, for FPX as well, especially losing the first map. Maybe especially the way that they did.
Yeah, in that fashion.
So that's, I mean, it's nice to see. Now we want to find out what is the response going to be for Chaos, because, losing 5 rounds in a row is not that great, but it also should give you some, hopefully some tools to work with, little pieces of details. I mean, if you're Steel right now, that's what you're thinking about, how You know, what's been working, or what is the one thing that we definitely know about them right now?
I think the only thing that you can really get out of it is what you mentioned earlier. They've been able to kind of exploit Mitch. They've now seen him drop downstairs pretty quickly a couple times. They've caught him a couple times, and he just evacuates ramp room. Can they exploit that? The problem is you don't, as you mentioned, not a whole lot of kills. 0 on Vanity, 0 on Steel, 1 on Voltage. So you can't even identify an area of the map where you're saying we're at least getting an early kill here.
Checking it at all. John G getting the kill, not even looking above. He's got some teammates out there that I think they are more or less taking care of that. Again, trying to see if they can hunt down Mitch, but he is, in spite of the damage being taken, he's falling back once again, and that's all he needs to do.
This is very quick, very aggressive, and walking right into the crosshairs of PTR. And he's going to be able to get out of the window again safely. Meanwhile, remember, there is this flank from John G. This can be so brutal. Even Crashies is lined up in the hut to help him out if needed. So Chaos got control of ramp room. They pushed and got control of under ladder, but there's nowhere to go.
There really isn't. I think they almost could have maybe won that fight out in yard. They had one of the players out there that was being Molotoved away from a position, but they just weren't aware that it was going to be a double setup out there.
And this is the hard part. Chaos can't give up this round with nobody dying on FPX. They're already rich as hell.
Oh, they're so rich.
5 players surviving is going to be so brutal, because then Chaos, struggling to get 1 round on the board, has to string 2-3 rounds together. And that's a difficult task on Nuke.
FPX really coming up big early on in this half in a great way. Voltage going down, not a single person dropped on FPX. So John G comes into this round with 14,400 in the bank. It's pretty outrageous.
I will tell you, it's the offensive side now that's going to be questionable for Chaos, because just that gun run right there felt very much like there wasn't a real plan to it. It's kind of everyone go find a fight. Steel's outside on his own.
Yeah.
Sick is just challenging with the Krieg and ramp room against Mitch. But they didn't really seem to have a whole course of action after those battles, especially when you lose them.
Yeah, I agree. I'm again, kind of confused by Steel being alone out there. With, I don't know if there was anyone on silo. It didn't seem like it, but I'm pretty sure FPX even had 2 people that were watching the silo for John G. So even if there had been someone up there, might still have been a bit of trouble.
Nobody downstairs yet, even though John G has gathered all this information in warehouse. Just now you have Mitch, who's rotated down, but he's the only one here.
Yeah, and he could be very, very exposed. Vanity ready to try and see if he can flank them if it goes for a bomb plant. Oh, and nice shot with the Deagle to take down Crashies. Mitch, the smoke is making this very rough, and Campbell delete him from the round. Now it's a 5-on-3 and a quick kill for PTR and 1 for Dapper as well. We'll bring it right back in contention. They don't have a lot to try and hold on to this bomb plant. This after plant can still get really tricky for Chaos. The thing is, FPX is so far away that the time is really going to be working against them.
It's all right. They have a lot of utility. They have a smoke for that bomb, so even if the timer is low, they can just drop that smoke on it and go for the defuse and see what they can find. Voltage is close up as well. Sick in the door. That smoke is not used for the bomb. It's used for the window, and they're not going to be able to get this. PTR with the headshot, but there's still so many players designed to stop just this. Great cover from PTR, and 1 more. I can't believe it. 4 kills from PTR, and Chaos has that ripped out of their hands.
Oh, absolutely. That's a round you expect to win, and he backed up. He was actually bodyguarding him as he was getting the kills. What a great round. Quad kill, as you said, out of PTR. 10-2 overall. That was really well done.
If you're FPX now, you just have to tell your teammates, everyone has to get the feeling that this is going to be a scrappy, puggy affair. That is a fast-paced rush outside. That is chaotic. Again, no real plan to it. It's just players in the moment on Chaos making an individual decision, and they almost come out with one.
He just needs to turn around pretty quickly at the moment. Chaos really not looking good. This is the map that they picked, so I don't know. I was expecting something slightly different here. Voltage has got 1 kill. Vanity's got 1 kill. Steel has got 0 kills and 7 deaths. And Vanity going down early on in this round. The Crashies. I mean, this is hard to even really explain. I would at least expect that they'd make it a little bit closer.
It's easy to explain. They don't have any kills.
Well, yeah.
They have 8 kills in 7 rounds.
I guess that is kind of an explanation.
Yeah, I mean, this being the 8th round, you're averaging 1 kill per round, and that's just not going to do. Steel again close to Mini. And this is going to be a split towards the upper bomb site. They could drop into vent. 3 players coming through the doorway. If they get stuck by Dapper, that's a huge fight, and he gets dropped immediately. Now into the bomb site we go. Crashy's still alive.
Just finding the gun barrel there. Steel caught as well from John G. But they're inside of the bomb site, and they're going to get the bomb plant. Again, they're very low on grenades for the after plant, which could definitely be a bit of an issue. Nice shot from John G. I can't believe it. Right through the smoke, just spamming it down, and it's going to be Voltage to hit the dirt. Sick and Cam left.
And PTR was seen trying to flank, so they're going to be worried about that chaos. There's the flashbang into the bomb site. Cam's not blind. PTR coming up now. They still haven't seen him on the flank, and the move is coming in from Mini. Sick looking for a bub. He's low HP. Good kill from Cam, and this is the first round for Chaos.
Finally something. Oh! You missed the railing. That is so good.
Even in death, even in a loss, Peter provides us with entertaining plays.
It's not bad. He's officially blaming the ping in the chat.
Yeah.
I think that's a respectable.
You got to blame something, Anders, and it's definitely not your fault.
Yeah. There is it's a book I'm trying to read called Mistakes Were Made But Not By Me.
Okay.
So
that sounds like right up your alley.
Exactly. Might learn something. Vanity goes down. Dapper early on with the kill. Chaos have finally got around on the board. They need a build. Oh, Steel. A big opening. PTR could have maybe won that fight as well, but yeah, he's going to have to back on out of there. If Steel can get just this one opening kill here, that would make such a big difference, but
I guess his teammates are going to try and join him through vents.
Yeah.
They're all coming out the door at the moment, so 4-man hit at the lower bomb site. They're picking up the pace.
Yeah, but they definitely know there's already a lot of people down here at the B bomb site, so got to be very, very careful. Even if you can get everyone in here, you still need that bomb plant without losing too many more people. Mitch going on the hunt now. Voltage, he's going to get shot in the back of the head, and he'll go down right away. PTR just trying to buy some time with the Molotov, and the smoke right on the edge. He'll take Steel down. So a bomb plant, sure, but it's a 2-on-5. And now it's a 1-on-4, just like that. Sick. I mean, they're going to be able to figure out where he is. He has a smoke, so they can't at least just immediately Molotov him down. But yeah, they should be able to drop him here. Closing the door again, and he's just being attacked from every angle.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do there? Poor guy. Slow, painful death. 8-1 for FPX. That's not a bad try from Chaos whatsoever, but again, it's Steel. Even with 0 kills, providing, I mean, obviously not an entry kill, but you're providing like the leg for the rest of your team to actually get into a position to attack the bomb site.
But, you know, some credit to FPX, they were pretty quick to get into position to try and deal with that.
Yeah.
They weren't just leaving PTR alone down there.
Yeah, Mitch came very quick from ramp room. There was a 3rd player that joined up with him as well. So a good hold of the lower bomb site. 2 plants for Chaos in this map so far, and 2 defuses for FPX.
Blowing over the door, trying to create a little bit of noise. And in the meantime, rushing on top of the hut all the way, or on top of Mini, in towards the A-bomb side. Crashies will get a kill, but they get shut down, even just trying to get in. I mean, that's a cool idea. I like this from Chaos. This is just fine. It's almost trying to play off of the last round where you did do the vent dive. You're sort of setting up, pretending you're doing it again, and then you're just, you know, trying to cannonball people into that, to that A-bomb side from Mini. But you still need to win the fights. They're just not getting the kills at all. Steel with 2, though, in this round.
It's on the board.
He's on the board.
Not for long. 9-1. It was a short-lived excitement for Steel. Defense looking good, and this is that issue of letting FPX win so many to start this out and get so much money. Is even wins, even chipping down the economy is such a difficult affair. Chaos hasn't had them close to being reset once.
No, it's been a very, very powerful beginning here.
And now I think Chaos is feeling some pressure. I mean, this is the kind of buy you bring out when you just need more rounds in the half. Galil, Krieg, a shotgun, and 2 MAC-10s. I don't know what power Chaos is going to get out of this one. Upper hit.
I mean, shotgun on T side definitely looks like desperation, doesn't it?
Only one man's ever been able to make that work.
Yeah, that is true.
His name was J-Dubs.
Yeah, J-Dubs indeed. They're going to be smoking off Heaven from outside of the silo. pretty deep grenade, but it doesn't do that much damage. The Molotov helps a tiny bit, but Cam is still going to be going down. Dapper with a good double kill before he falls. Crashes, picks up one on Voltage, but now Vanity and Steel 2 versus 4.
This damn shotgun. Oh my sweet Jesus.
You deserve to die. If you try that, it's over.
I don't know what else he was going to do. Just sit there and play patty cake, wait for him to peek you?
Yeah. Have patience. Steel, pick up the 1. This is kind of a crazy mission that he's on. 1 versus 3 at this point in time, and I think, yeah. I mean, you wish that FPX were the kind of team right now that would make some mistakes, but even in the pistol round, they weren't being aggressive. This is pretty disciplined.
This is one area we saw in their opening match of Flashpoint coming and playing under the FPX banner. I mean, they were disciplined in these situations, which was impressive to see. Didn't see it a whole lot on Inferno, but we're getting it now on Nuke. It's going to be 10-1. 10 seconds or 12 seconds left in the round. Steel, I mean, he's got 750. It might not even be a big thing if he just saves this gun.
Yeah, I think that's what he's probably thinking. He could buy some grenades anyway and
smoke 2 flash,
and it'll all be fine. But I don't know. All they need FPX is to be able to play the other side of the map, and things will be fine. That was an obstacle that they didn't really overcome on Inferno. But if they can do it on Nuke, then this is already looking like a third map in some sense. 10 rounds on this version of Nuke is pretty impressive, I think, on the CT side. I'm excited for that.
Excited.
It's hard to explain because obviously, yeah, they need kills, but on some level, right, you should have some basic setups to put you in a position to at least get some, trade a kill every once in a while.
Well, that's the problem with having so few kills is you're not getting very many entries. You're not finding those opening frags, and that's what creates more opportunities for the follow-up. And here, there's a gap in that smoke, so they had to use a third one. Now they only have 2 smokes left for the rest of the round, and they're already missing a player. PTR, again, is the first one to drop an encounter. John-G has rotated to the stairs to help him out. Oh, and he'll be able to spray them all down. Good shot from PTR from the vents. Good backup from John-G and Mitch. Vanity's in the upper bomb site, but he's got no bomb, and he's got a Krieg. Knife out. Headshot.
I don't even know what to say.
Listen, at least they're making the rounds quick.
That's
something positive to go for.
That's true, I guess. 13-4 on PTR. Dapper and John-G on 12. Crashes on 11 and Mitch on 8. So they're all doing very well at the moment. Chaos, I don't know. They were running through the smokes down in those B tunnels, which again, that's maybe fine if you're chasing one person like they were another round where they were chasing PTR back there.
Yeah, they didn't really have the information. There was that second M4 ready to go.
I guess that's one, but even then, they weren't really chasing someone that closely. I don't know, like the whole thing just seems like they've lost a little bit track of it.
Yeah, they have. They've lost the plot a little bit on this T side.
11-4 is the best they can do.
FPX giving them the old Danish timeout.
Yeah.
When you're up 11-1, just you don't need to adjust anything. You've been
things are working. Yeah.
So you just let them sit there and think about it.
I think that's a good idea.
Let them sit there and hold tab.
Just evaluate the situation. Yeah. You know they're pissed. You know they
start crying. Yeah.
They just want that break.
That's the real BM.
I like it. Maybe take the opportunity to do some trash talking if you feel like it in between.
Yeah, you do a little trash talk. You're like, oh, sorry, that was meant for MM2.
Well, that is unreasonable. That was a good flick out of Voltage, but all he did was leg Mitch down to 16, and then he got killed. So you can even get to this point in the game, can't you, where suddenly you just feel like, okay, well, if we can't even get those kills to open it up, then what exactly are we meant to do?
Well, and the problem is now, I mean, look how confident FPX is. They're just saying, okay, we're up 11-1. Even if we lose the last 3 rounds, we have such a big advantage. And also the confidence of just being this dominant as well improves your mood, improves your communication. It just lets everything become easier because you're always going to be the aggressor. John-G now has this insurance policy of a flank coming in. There should be no way FPX loses this round.
Yeah, truly not. And again, just not even that panicked about it. Taking out Cam, swinging in case there was a second one, but that means the game is up and they know it. Still very low on health, and he's going to be digging right into the Krieg. There's nothing they can do at this point in time. Such a good opening for FPX in the round. And Dapper down here waiting. A sick is inside of the smoke. Just going to check it. No issue. Might have seen a bit of a leg there anyway. But yeah, 12-1. and just a complete and utter destruction coming Chaos way.
You wanted to see defense, Anders.
I know. I was. Now I want to see offense. There's no pleasing me.
Yeah.
I'm just bouncing over to the other side.
Whiplash with all these requests.
Yeah, I know. No, but I think this is good. I'm not sure what it is, because Chaos were looking good. I mean, look at Steel on that Inferno map. He was getting all the kills. So it's not like they weren't warmed up. It's not like, I don't know, just a Nuke turning out not to be a very good pick at the moment, it feels like.
It's a bold play from Mitch, but Dapper's here to pick up the pieces. That is the salvaged Krieg, dropped onto the ground, and another one easily as Voltage slides into the fight. It's just Vanity with the Deagle. And they hear the footsteps in the upper bomb site, so they know he's in ramp room. That's an easy kill for Janji. 13-1 now.
There's just nobody suffering. If you look at the score lines on the FPX side, it's so ridiculous. The most anyone has died is 5, and then 4 on the rest. They're in such a good place at the moment. Surely there's no throwing this one away.
Definitely not.
Even if they tried, it'd be hard to lose this game.
You would have to work really hard. Not only just try, but you'd have to try with all your might to lose this game.
Well, we'll see if they're feeling that way. Might just enjoy the win here and put us onto train, which would be the deciding one. PTR and Dapper with some good openings. And again, Chaos just not even cracking through the first layer of armor here, just not even doing anything.
Steel might have a pretty crazy lurk, although again, the footsteps I think just gave it away. Won't matter. PTR was not ready, but Janji is far back, and Steel, he's gonna tap away. Janji even had the first few shots, so yeah. Chaos might get up to 2 here.
Let's see if they can close out this round. Mitch, he's kind of right in between them, but he might be lured in by the sound of that scope, and Vanity was ready and waiting. He almost screws that up. We'll get the kill anyway. That
all right, guys,
1 versus 3.
Don't lose this round.
Yeah.
Don't do anything stupid. Molotov in hand. That could be useful to low HP players. This is not as unlikely a 1v3 as it may seem.
No, especially with the 40. If he gets down to the vent and actually gets to B before they do, oh, they're actually going A instead, aren't they? They're going to be now. Now it could get scary. If that bomb is up there and somehow falls to the wrong position.
You have 30 seconds. Keep your spacing. Let this one player walk out. He's going to get the kill. But even if Vanity dies there, then Chaos has the information and they just book it downstairs and get that plant. So they've got 2.
2 whole rounds for the half, and
it's not bad.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know why I said that. Well, let's go to a break, because we've got a second half coming up, and we'll see what kind of a defense Chaos can mount for us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was a very quick first half, wasn't it?
Now would be the time to make your crappy little references about rising from the flames.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We could have gone in that direction.
Yeah, it's just you needed to wait. Be patient.
Yeah.
Let the jokes tell themselves, really.
I don't have that kind of... I've run out of patience on Inferno already. Now we're on Nuke, and it's only getting worse. Actually, I think, you know, credit to FPX. What a powerful first half coming out from them. It was looking great. I think they were all playing well.
Well, Chaos did their best to let the desk shine with some of the conversation they've had about probably at a certain level individually. FPX can match up and is better than Chaos. And with the strategies brought out, I mean, that's exactly what we got to see. The individual stars shine. Good start for the defense so far. PTR and Janji gets 3, and nobody has even looked up at Steel. He's still alive on top of the hut, and this should slip away.
Yeah, it should attempt at a knockout here, just trying to, you know, in a very similar fashion, go really hard at that A bomb site. And if you don't get the opening kills, you're going to get shot at from so many different angles, and that's exactly what happened there. John G at 1 versus 3. Bomb is still inside of the site.
He's going away from the bomb, away from the site.
Yeah, he's got a minute to play with, so I mean, why not?
Yeah, well, at a certain point, if you're Chaos, in someone's head, some alarms, some red flags are going to be starting to make some noise. That will start telling you, okay, he could be at heaven. He could have wrapped around. Steel's running at the moment, and Janji can't pick it up. That's unfortunate, but he definitely knows where the position of one player is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he knows. He's just not wide enough to actually be able to spot him. What a shame. That would have been a cool way to at least make it a 1-on-2. Now, even if he gets the kill, the problem is there's about 35 seconds, so...
I'm not sure why he didn't just go up the barrels and follow Steel for that peak. That's going to be the last thing he expected, and now, what, you have to go up the ladder? Steel's... It's all down to timing with this, but certainly it's going to give it up, and this is awkward.
He's going to win the fight. He has to keep going. 20 seconds left. Might as well swing for it here. A little bit of a chance, but right below him as well is a second player. 16 seconds on the clock, and yeah, it's going to be very, very rough. Jumping down and not catching that. He needed to win. Even if he wins this one, it's not really going to matter. The bomb is so far away. Nice chance, I mean, for Janji. That's a cool way. I think he put some effort into that one. Yeah,
he did his best effort. That's not too bad at all. He even had a couple opportunities down there in that 1 versus 2 after finding Steel.
Voltage got 3 kills in this round, and that doubled his amount of kills in the game.
Not bad. That's got to make you feel better.
Yeah. It's the start of something. They've...
Just 13 more, guys.
They've set themselves up, yeah, for an amazing comeback. That, I think, is the takeaway.
Can't have an amazing comeback without an atrocious first half.
That's true. There's some wisdom that can be extrapolated from that into the rest of life. I'm still, that's how I've been living my life. I'm still waiting for that turnaround, Jason.
An atrocious first half of life, and just now we're turning it around. It's a long road.
Yeah, exactly. Steel with the UMP. A little bit of a jump. That looked very safe. He's jumping backwards. It's going to be very hard to hit the headshot at that point in time. Voltage, that's basically a free kill. Still being pretty aggressive out here. Oh, what a follow-up. UMP on point. Even I think he tagged Dapper on that one, and he'll follow it up. A nice triple. Steel's starting to come a little bit back into the game. 4-13. Do you think they're going to make the comeback? Do you want to make the call early on here? Don't throw it away.
Give me this round, and I'll let you know the next round.
No, that's not how it works. You have to buy or sell right now.
Well, that's a sell. That's a quick sell.
All right, no comeback.
Are you buying?
Hell yes. I'm always.
Well, I'm starting to understand why the first half of life was a bit difficult for you.
That's what I'm saying. One of these days, it has to work. Just like in the casino, it has to be red at some point.
Yeah, it's gonna turn. (13-4). Quick vent dive from Janji. And this is so easy for them right now. There's nobody in the B-bomb side at all, except for T players. Finally, Sick is going to be showing up, but this defense is pretty much non-existent. There's going to be a bomb plant, probably with a 5-on-5 retake. Steel with a 1 kill, getting a bit closer. Will actually follow it up. I don't think they actually deserve this. They should be losing this round. What's happening? How has this worked out so perfectly for Chaos?
I don't know. As someone who just bought all of this Chaos shares.
Yeah, you're living the dream.
I'm still not. No, but this is unreasonable. Quad kill for Steel.
With a UMP on a late time getting down against AKs, against Kriegs, against Galils.
That's so hard to explain.
No utility used, just straight up fights one. I'm still confident in my short position on the Chaos squad.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll monitor, we'll check in every once in a while of your third round, Jason. We'll see how the confidence is going. When they get up to those like 12, 13 rounds, that's when you're going to start.
Yeah, check back periodically.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Upgraded pistols, half buy for FPX. And it looks like it might be fast towards the upper bomb site, but a lot of utility on the defense slows things down. Still 4 smokes in the catalog for FPX.
Yeah, it looks like they might try and set... Yeah, they set them up outside instead. So I don't know if they just wanted to bait some utility early on with the pushes that were coming in. Crashies will get the 1 kill there. I think Steel's seeing someone, but unable to follow it up with any kind of a kill. So a bit of an interesting round. They still have another smoke left for the eventual bomb plant if they want to use it for that.
Well, only Vanity's dropped. He's got to get into a good position, or otherwise they're going to be in trouble. Chaos still realizes there's danger if these players come up the vent. So it's only Vanity here, although 2 more players in ramp room is going to have very close reinforcements. And now with only 1 smoke to actually get into this bomb site, I think it slips away. I think this is where you call the audible right up the vents. You've just lost 1 player, but it needs to be now. You have Crashies waiting in the upper bomb site with a deagle for you to make this call, but it's coming in way too late.
Yeah, every second really matters at this point in time. This is where you want that decisive mid-round calling to come out. Cam with a pretty good line to cover them, at least do some damage or distract them. Crashies is still in the site, so he must be saying it, you know, please, can we get the bomb up here? 35 seconds, and they are...
It's so weird.
Oh, no. They missed the window entirely, didn't they?
They didn't miss it. They were staring at it open, looking at it, talking about how open it was, staring at it again, and then they shut it on themselves.
On their necks, yeah. Just terrible. 13-6. Still feeling good?
Yeah, feeling great.
Okay.
Glad those mistakes are happening now.
All right, get them out of the way. Well, 20th round is going to be coming your way, and now we do have Kriegs all across the board for FPX. Plenty of grenades as well, so let's see what they can do. Some of these rounds from Chaos early on, I'll admit, the defense has looked a bit strange. It hasn't cost them yet, but it feels like it should have. So whenever you get that feeling, and remember the defense on Inferno was really questionable. Sick in this corner position. He's just completely flashed, but still getting the kill. And they're going to go right down the vent once again here. A 3-on-4. Steel going to be able to pick up the 1 and quickly backing out. Doesn't want to follow up that fight, and I don't blame him for it. It's a 2-on-3 as Vanity will get the kill on Crashies, and maybe a chance here for Chaos to have some early success.
This flank from PTR could be everything. Mitch is still kind of stuck in the lower bomb site again. He's at that vents position where he can go up. He can still attack the lower bomb site, but he's waiting on the intel provided by PTR. And he's going to bypass Heaven. He wants to go straight into ramp room. Might be a good call, but Steel is wise to it. Maybe. Seems like it's in the back of his head.
This is where Nuke becomes such a mind-blowing map, because the amount of positions you have to be able to hold. Steel, I can't believe he even got that many bullets off. He could have gone down for free, but the damage is actually pretty valuable on PTR. There will be a bomb plant, and now it's a 2-on-2. Vanity and Voltage trying to see if they could retake this one. Vanity coming in from the one side. That smoke is going to make it pretty miserable for him. Could still switch his position if he really wants to. And Voltage with a deagle out coming in from the other side. And the fact that he's got a deagle and an orb is a little bit scary. PTR is waiting down there for him. Is he going to show just the top of his head? There's a good kill with the deagle. He needed to hit that shot immediately. Now Mitch out in the open with the Krieg, and Voltage will take him down. Good retake and a good round out of Chaos.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Nice hold from Steel on that lower bomb site. The 1 kill, you freeze the attack.
Yeah.
And plenty of time. He's got 11k before his buy. Voltage has 12.5k. They're rich as well. Both defenses looking pretty solid coming into this, and a timeout is called by FPX.
So rich. 6-round difference is still pretty significant. What was the run? It was like a 7-round run in the beginning for FPX before they lost a single round in the first half.
Yeah,
overall,
it was 11-1 run to open up that first half.
Yeah, you're right. 11-1.
So, yeah.
So it's still really just too early to celebrate if you're on the Chaos side and hoping for a bit of a comeback.
No, but things are looking pretty good so far. I mean, one of the ways you can drop a game like this is if you just, you know, if you can't build up any money and eventually you're just restricted in buying a Molotov, a kit. We talk about that frequently, choked out by economy. They're avoiding that plague at the moment very nicely. 6-round lead for FPX, but we haven't seen too many promising things on their offense just yet either.
No, but I actually think it's been looking much closer, hasn't it, than what Chaos will bring in. I feel like some of these rounds are close to getting out of control. Mitch will go go down, though. That was Steel dropping him from outside while there was a bit of spam going on towards that squeak door, and that is actually very close to connecting with Crashies.
You got 1 kill and you've got 88 damage on Crashies, all within the first 20 seconds. That sets you up nicely. And FPX, 3 players who can really be aggressors to open something up. Where do they want to go with this? Steel's already downstairs in the lower bomb site as well. So at the moment, they don't have to worry about rotating between the sites. Steel's in the vents. He can be at both parts of the map very quickly. No smokes for FPX, so even if they make this cross down into the stairs, all they have is the 2 Molotovs to block off any choke points.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, that could definitely present a lot of problems. Smokes are nice when you want to try and get the bomb down, either on top of the bomb or just to, you know, narrow the amount of attacking angles that could be coming in.
If Steel survives the initial encounter, Vanity is going to rotate from ramp room very, very quick.
Yeah.
And there's going to be 2 players there. Good timing on the Molotov. Crashies has to be very careful.
More grenades raining in. Yeah, this is a lot of trouble now. Look at the clock. 20 seconds. Steel just falling back, and that's perfectly fine. Closing the door behind him. And they're all going to try and come right through. He does hit another dink, 14 seconds, and surprisingly, they're actually on the bomb site with a chance for a bomb plant, and they will get it through here. No one to interrupt it. There is a Molotov and a smoke on Voltage, and those 2 grenades could be really, really valuable. Vanity going down, and this is now starting to look not that good for Chaos. I'm so shocked that FPX even got this far into it. Crashies, do you do anything to help out here? Not at all. It's going to be Dapper and VPR, or PTR instead, and Cam just escaping with the AWP.
Vanity was so slow to get to that B bomb site to help Steel, especially when Steel spotted him on the cross. I thought that'd be the indication. Leave ramp room, get to the lower bomb site, help him out. And it's just a weakened defense. It's Steel to protect against 4 players streaming into the bomb site, even with low HP. That's a tough ask. Cam gonna get 1 parting gift, but FPX now just 2 rounds away.
Just the 2, and honestly, that's what, 20 seconds. They get spotted as they make the final run to the B bomb site.
And they're even using utility. They're using a Molotov onto the staircase to be able to prevent any kind of a crossfire. So the indication is all screaming out lower bomb site, and still no one is able to partner up with Steel.
Yeah, so that's pretty much unforgivable, actually. And I think we were seeing some signs of that in the previous rounds here for them on the CT side, even though they were winning those rounds. Still not super confidence-inspiring. Got their backs against the wall now. Steel down in the lower hallways once again. They got the double set up though. Ooh, and sick. It looked like they actually wanted to turn around and fight there. John G goes down anyway.
Oh, look at all this damage being done. Molotov, nade damage. They've got control of ramp room, but it's been costly. And Voltage is at the other side with an AWP. That's not going to be an easy part of the defense to crack into. They're going to back away, back towards lobby. Leave Crashies to lurk, maybe come up heaven late, because as soon as the upper hit comes in, you have to think that the upper Voltage, his attention is going to be torn away. He's going to want to get up to heaven to help out to the upper bomb site. That's where Crashies comes in. Cam has already spotted Dapper.
Good kill from Steel, as there was a little bit of confusion there. More damage. I can't believe that Cam at least doesn't get one of those. Sick though, will oblige with 2 and a headshot from Voltage. Will finally drop Crashies. So 14-8.
I think that play worked out exactly as I just kind of outlined it, and exactly the way FPX wanted it. Just unfortunately no kills when they actually attack that upper bomb site means Voltage gets to stay put. He gets to be patient, he gets to be cautious.
Yeah, that's probably true. And again, getting ramp is not always as big of a prize as you would want on that T side of Nuke. Sometimes you occupy it, but you can't really go anywhere with it. I think that's what they felt now. That'll drop them down on economy a bit low. They do invest into a little bit no bomb plant. I think that would have helped them out quite a bit if they could have had it, but not going to be the case. So we'll see what they can do with the pistols. The Mac 10 there as well. Steel trying to fall back so as not to get rushed down. And some good defensive grenades coming out right here. A little bit of a risk, I think, in this round that they were almost getting a bit too close for comfort, but now it's all calmed down. Mitch in a 1 versus 4. It'll be a 9th round for Chaos here.
Yeah, and both teams on their CG sides haven't had to worry about money. There's going to be plenty of utility. Steel's now up to 20 kills. He had 0. He was like 0 and 8 or something at one point.
Yeah. No, he's made a pretty good comeback for himself at the moment, which is I mean, yeah, as you said, 0-8 into 20 and 17. That's pretty impressive.
It's very, very nice for Steel. He's going to get another one here.
See, the sort of thing that makes you wish you'd bought stock in this project, Jason.
Starting to get there. We're almost at double digits. So the first map had no defense. Second map has no offense.
Do you want to buy them now? It's going to be way less, you know, payout for you.
More expensive now, less payout.
Well, no one will give you really the credit, but on the other hand, if you do it in FPX, then win, then it's total loss.
Yeah, then you look like an idiot twice.
Yeah. So do you want to?
No, that sounds awful. You haven't convinced me into buying whatsoever. Okay. I think I'll stay out of this investment scheme. This Ponzi scheme of yours.
I'm shocked. Double off. Ooh, that gets spotted from PTR. That's so much information. Voltage is in a lot of trouble. Now, do you want to sacrifice Steel as well to try and save Voltage, or do you just let him go and hope that he gets a kill on his own? He's going to get the one. Nearly could have got the follow-up, and Steel is quite far back. That was a trap that a lot of people could have walked into.
Well, you asked the question, and the answer is you just abandoned Voltage. Yep. If he's been spotted out, do not lose 2 players to it. I can't believe Steel's challenging. He's got one boosted up on Twinkie as well. He's got to be very careful. He gets out of danger with half HP.
They're actually bringing 3 people into the yard right now. They've got so many people fighting right here, which may be worth it if they actually win the fight, but otherwise they have to fall back eventually. This will have given up a lot of control on the rest of the map, and I feel like, yeah, now they're finally realizing this is not necessarily worth it.
I think you swap Vanity out to the outer yard with the AWP. Jonji's going to set up a smoke wall and cross over all alone. That might fool this defense. We'll see if anyone drops to the lower bomb site. But the main hit is in lobby, and they can go towards hut. They can actually even go towards ramp room, where Vanity has a very tough game. But the op at this angle, if they slow peek into it, it's going to allow him. He did not want to mess with the timing of the AWP peek.
HG didn't slow them down. A nice kill there on PTR, though. That's Steel, again, doing more work. He's been such a force on this map all of a sudden. He will go down to Mitch, but there's only 30 seconds, and Vanity's hiding down here, trying to buy just a little bit more time. The gun is essentially blocking anyone peeking there. He's going to look the right way, finally, but they're so close, and Crashies will check it all the way. Thorough work coming out, and now Cam and Sick, I don't know if they can do this retake. They almost have to try with 14 to 9, but yeah, there's just so many angles. Good attempt here, and a nice spray transfer, but the return is going to be there. Jonji with a creek to take him down, and a 15 to 9 scoreline. FPX just needing one more round. That was close.
That was very close. That double kill from Cam, I thought he was going to be able to have a nice clean 1 versus 1. That's a good peek to make sure he can't get away. That was a battle. Every step of progression there. 15 to 9 in the favor of FPX. Just one more round, but still such a strong economy for Chaos. They still managed to buy with all the utility. They've got 5 kits. Even just dropping down to a FAMAS isn't that big of a deal. FPX gonna pick up the pace. They want to go for a ramp rush. It's stopped by a smoke for the moment.
Oh, they're coming through though. The grenade can still do a little bit. Vanity's had such a rough game. He's only got 5 kills even still here in the second half, and that's a Molotov. That's absolutely brilliant. It takes a fair bit of health off of 2 players, but it also means they can't swing to take that fight.
I have to imagine the rough game from Vanity is why they're choosing to be so aggressive towards ramp room in this round, and why they're also willing to go through that smoke. But look at what it cost them. That nade almost cleans out Jonji. He's at 36, Mitch at 29. They are pretty beat up and busted on this T side. 1 lurker in ramp room, that's going to be Mitch. And there's a defender downstairs, that's Steel. Only 3 people, really only 2, to hold on to this upper bulb site.
And if they win this fight on the upper bomb side, even if they only halfway win it and just slow it down, the fact that Mitch is going to be flanking that position is going to be very hard to deal with. Steel is almost walking into the flank, actually. He might be going down. Yeah, there's Steel falling, and that will unsettle the A defense. They might have done it right here, FPX. Nice jump through. Cam is gone. Oh, man. A nice nuke map coming out here from FPX. Looked a little bit shaky here in the second half, but they managed to pull it together, and I think anyway they were looking better than I think Chaos ever were on the T side, so a lot of credit to them.
Oh, I mean, that's the point of having a half that's what 13 to 2 is. Even if it looks like really, really bad at points, you're so close to the victory automatically. PTR closes it out. 16 to 9 will be the score. And I mean, Chaos's defense didn't look bad. It was just a matter of having a first half that's effective enough to give yourself an opportunity, and they just didn't have that. Vanity never got going in that game. Even though other players recovered, he still struggled to get back into the action. So we're all tied up, 1-1. We have the 3rd and final map in the series coming up, Train, right after the break. So stay tuned here to Flashpoint.